Welcome to all manga lovers. I am very happy to welcome you to my channel. Today we are going to review a manga called Their Color. I hope you like it, so let's get started. In the distant future, the world opens up to a new dimension, and a magical entity named Azra begins to infiltrate it. This causes all living organisms to become infected, and all creatures become sick. Humans began to mutate into monsters. Previously normal people started to change and turned into terrifying monsters. They lost their usual shape and features, and their modified bodies acquired dangerous abilities and properties. With the help of science, the survivors were able to develop methods to reduce the infection-causing magical essence and were successfully separated from it. In this way, a new world, which they called New World, was gradually formed. However, there are very few people here who failed to immigrate to the New World and remained in the underworld. These people are able to adapt to the environment and evolve into new races. These people are called the Underworlders. Because due to the influence of the magical essence, the air of these people became M-gas, and they started wearing gas masks when they entered the New World. The underground people became a new race, far superior to humans. The two races would eventually learn of each other's existence, and for the second time, the world began to change. Having successfully completed the mission, Sid felt he could finally hurry home. Tiredness hung over him, and he wanted to take off that unpleasant mask and relax. Sid, unsuspecting, found himself in a trap set by the soldiers. They suddenly appeared in front of him and spoke the words, "Surrender, underground man. There is someone here who wants to meet you. Don't resist." The sudden appearance of these guys in front of Sid made him suspicious. He began to analyze the situation, wondering if they were related to the mage, if they were using hallucination magic. Sid realized that he needed to remain calm and be extremely cautious. He realized that the situation required a strategic approach. He looked around and saw two people in the building behind him, four people to his left and another person on the roof in front. Sid realizes that in order to find out who sent these men after him, he needs to hold at least one of them back. Sid raised his hands in surrender, giving himself away as a defenseless man. He pretended to be caught and listened as one of the military men ordered his comrade to catch him. As the military man approached to grab him, Sid reacted quickly. He used his knife and slit the soldier's throat with the knife. Sid raised his hands in surrender, trying to show his defenselessness. But as he relaxed, he noticed that the military began to attack him. Sid retaliated by starting to kill them. One of the terrified military men exclaimed anxiously, "It's a damned monster." Sid realized that such a title was unfair and decided to reply, "It's a bit harsh to call me a monster." "Damn it. Where did he go?" exclaimed the frightened soldiers as Sid vigorously fought and attacked them. He was fast and furious, and the soldiers marveled at his strength and agility. Suddenly, when Sid noticed two soldiers approaching from his left side, he was already preparing to fight them. But suddenly a powerful opponent entered the scene. He appeared with unexpected strength and confidence and exclaimed, all right. That's enough." After the fight was over, met his gaze with the stranger who had sent soldiers at him. He heard the stranger's words, "We have nothing against you, subterranean. You're strong enough." Sid felt the situation begin to change and listened carefully to what the stranger had to say. "You're their boss, what exactly do you want?" Sid asked. The stranger continued, "Wow, well. Don't be so hostile, I just wanted to talk to you. Please forgive my men for being rude. I didn't order those guys to be like that, they were just scared. They were just a little flustered because they're afraid of underground people." Sid listened intently to the stranger who said, "Just keep it simple and get to your point. I don't like it when things get too complicated. I hear you're a good mercenary in this area, so I was wondering if I could commission you." Sid paid attention to the stranger's words, realizing that he was looking for help with his goal. He realized that his skills and experience in mercenary work were of interest. Sid took a pause, thinking over his response. After listening to the stranger's story, Sid made a decision and gave a negative answer. Sid realizes that it is important to avoid conflicts between tasks. Sid was surprised that the stranger offered him a higher payment. After thinking for a bit, he decided that such an amount might indeed be of interest. 5 times as much offered Sid. Sid realized that such an offer could open up new opportunities for him. He was willing to listen to the details and evaluate whether this assignment was in line with his principles and goals. At the same time, he remained thorough and willing to analyze the circumstances to make an informed decision. The stranger suggested that Sid hold on to the facility temporarily. He was willing to learn more details and see the facility himself to make a decision about his involvement. Sid walked along with the stranger for some distance, waiting for them to reach their destination. Finally, they stopped, and the stranger pointed to their surroundings. "Here we are," said the stranger. "You will see how valuable this object is." Sid looked at the stranger in a daze when he clarified that the object to be saved was a small child. "Yes, I was talking about the little one," the stranger said. "There are buyers who are interested in him, but we need more time to finalize the deal." The stranger turned to Sid. "During this time we still have business to take care of elsewhere. I don't know how we handled it, but if this continues, we may destroy them. Could you take care of this child for a year?" the stranger asked. Sid, hesitating, replied, "Can't you guys just take her with you?" He added, "We don't mind that, except that she's not exactly a typical kid. There are a lot of other people who want to get this baby, and they're sending a lot of underground people after us. I don't know how we got this far, but if it continues, we will be destroyed by them," the stranger replied. "That bastard looks pretty strong," Sid replied to the stranger. The stranger said, "Even the strongest people have a hard time keeping up with the underground people. You're one of them. You know yourself better than we do. I've also heard that your skills are among the best, even among the underground humans. If the child is with you, I'm sure the other underground people won't want to lay their hands on her. I'm glad you think so highly of me, but I have 2 reasons why I can't accept your offer. First, I can't stand children. Secondly, there are certain conditions I must meet to fulfill my current assignment. And while there is no problem in my current assignment that you want to assign to me, this child becomes an obstacle and hinders my progress." Sid replied. "I guess that's true. You get my point, right? In that case, look for someone else. I'm outta here." Sid replied. "Okay, but what if we give you this in advance? We'll give you 5 times as much next year. So what do you think about the amount I'm willing to give you right now?" asked the stranger. Sid agreed to the stranger's offer and drove the girl home. "Why is that bastard here?" Sid's partner asked. "Don't ask," replied Sid. "Are you crazy? Why did you take the kid without thinking it through beforehand?" The partner became indignant. "Calm down for a second. When do you think we'll be at peace? How could you be so greedy for money that you took the baby with you? And you didn't even discuss it with the others," said Kana to Sid. "And this is the down payment, by the way," showing a suitcase of money to Sid. Seeing the money, Kona became friendlier. "Hey, baby girl. Hope you're comfortable here. Make sure you stay out of this girl's way, okay? And that man over there isn't really important, so you can just order him around and make him do whatever you want, okay?" replied Kona to the girl. "I knew she would act like this," Sid thought. "There's one thing I wanted to ask. What makes this girl special that other people are trying to get her?" Kona asked. "I'm sorry, but I can't disclose all the details of this situation at this time. I don't want to spread more information on this matter. I don't know how the people who are trying to take it away from us have already learned so much. I can't say any more than that. I prefer not to share details about this situation. I hope you understand," Sid replied. "Okay, I understand. So all I have to do is just take care of this baby," replied Kona. "What's her name?" Sid asked. "You can tell me that, right?" Sid said to the stranger. "I'm Ceres. My name is Ceres Jacob," replied the girl. "Okay there," she said. "Hahaha," smiled the stranger. "We're leaving you now. I will see you both next year. I'll be sure to contact you first. So until then, you both should fare well," stranger replied. "I don't like this guy a bit," Sid hesitated. "Eventually. You said your name was Ceres, right? Anyway, I really don't want to know why you're the target of so many different people. More importantly, even if we hate or dislike each other, I have to make sure I protect you for a year. And you don't have to tell me. I already know you don't like me," Sid replied to the girl. "My name is Sid Orton. While it doesn't matter to me what you call me, I'm willing to accept either name. I realize you're cautious and distrustful, and that's understandable in our situation. But I want to assure you that I am here to protect you and help you in any circumstance. Let's do our best to overcome our mistrust and work together for our safety and well-being, Sid said. Said the incredulous girl. Well. Then no way, that damn bitch, said an angry Sid. I almost died, exclaimed the doctor frantically. Ha ha ha, excellent view, the doctor shouted as everything around him burned. Ha ha. That's it? The scientist, uttering a laugh, springs to the spot. He realizes that this is exactly what he needs. Now he must set it up and run it here to achieve his goal. His confidence and determination propel him forward, hoping for success. Are you on your own? Asked the doctor, raising his hands. You have to listen to me, but if you don't, I have no choice but to shoot you, said Kona. You got it? Shit, we need to stick together, Sid said. If I had waited for you with the baby, I might have missed this guy. Who's that? The scientist was greatly surprised to learn that the girl was with them. Sid turned to the girl, asking if she knew about it. Kona, despite her incredulity, urged the doctor to tell what he knew and not to try to hide the information as it was useless. There was a feeling that they wanted to expose the mystery surrounding this child. The scientist was greatly surprised to learn that the girl was with them. Sid turned to the girl, asking if she knew about it. Kona, despite her incredulity, urged the doctor to tell what he knew and not to try to hide the information as it was useless. There was a feeling that the doctor was surprised that they had taken the child with them without knowing its true nature. Sid was interested and asked what they should know. However, the doctor offered them a trade. He would tell them everything about the child in exchange for his freedom. This offer elicited laughter from the doctor, who seems to see this as a chance for salvation. Do you want to play with us? I'm not surprised by this, Sid got angry. But Kona offered to listen to the doctor. She believed that this could be a bargain where no one would lose anything. The doctor started talking about the baby, but suddenly, the doctor was shot in the neck. Where's everyone from? Sid was surprised. Sid, there, Kona screamed. The vicious killer laughed, rejoicing at his atrocity. Runs away, protect the girl. I will go. What is the matter with her? He began to quickly think over the plan, but noticed the girl was trembling. I don't know, she suddenly answered Kona. How difficult it is. In any case, I will pursue him. Give me one of the remaining gas bottles, hurry up, said Sid. Sid, what does that mean? Asks Kona. Do you have a gas bottle? Answers Sid. The girl trembles with alarm and fright. Hey. Sid, you are listening? I'm waiting for you. Sid goes after the killer with determination. What's hey, wait huh baby? Sid Asumeno. Shout Kona. A raven wrapped in a suit jumps across the rooftops, but suddenly there is an explosion, and Sid catches up to him. Hey birdhead. Sid turned to the killer, but he is silent. Right before her eyes we had to take him alive. But you, unfortunately, killed him, no manners at all. Well, I'm here because of the second. I suddenly became interested to know about the relationship between you and the girl. Sid finished. A slight fright flickered in the killer's eyes when he saw Sid. Let's get by with just words, shall we? Sid suggested the killers, but the raven turned and ran. Oh you bastard, stop, I said stand. Sid ran after the raven. Then the assassin froze in place. Hands up. Came running out of breath partner. The killer got up. About. You are on time. Kona. Well done, Sid smiles. But what about a child? Sid asked, but his partner shot Sid. Hey, what the hell? Bowing, said Sid. You are crazy, I almost died. What are you doing? Sid was surprised. What if I, says angry Sid. If you have a conscience, then shut your mouth. Says evil Kona. I met Barbara and Gray on the way. The little girl is very upset because of you, you idiot. If you're going to quit, just throw away the money, answered evil Kona. Okay, I'm sorry, later let's talk about it, and now you. Answered Sid. Why did you kill our target? They asked of Bivka. Killed? Said the driver before the explosion. What happened? Did you have an accomplice? Who wanted to blow us up? Sid said in a frightened voice. No, I did not know where to run, so I focused on the environment. Here I am not familiar with the area, I had not seen such magic before, I could not even feel it while I was running, said the driver. Then it can't be, that damn bitch, said the angry Sid. I almost died, the doctor exclaimed furiously. Ha ha ha, excellent view, the doctor shouted when everything around was burning. Rick Foley, 34 years old, former researcher at the old M-Gas Research and Neutralization Company. There is no more passionate workaholic than him. Because of this, he was constantly exposed to M-Gas. Escaped from the company with the magic carrier. There was nothing to do with magic. Is it possible to heal it with healing magic after hitting a bolt in the neck? The customer slept with Sid and Coney. No. Sid answered. Nong's magic is a defensive magic that protects against non-fatal wounds, in this case the wound was fatal. Healing magic is something else entirely. The birdhead, who was obsessed with, already knew about the principle of her work, Nong's magic. Maybe he has accomplices. I did a little research on this bird. Beat Schnabel, a group of underground people who took over the area a few years ago and control it, Sarah's trembled. Sid thought when he saw her like that. This is a very influential organization. If they are paid, they will do whatever they are told without even thinking. A member of such an organization interfered with you. I think Rick Foley was booked for a tidy sum. Well, I said everything. Don't do stupid things on your next assignment. Wait, what else? I don't know yet, I'll call you when the boss sees the need. By the way, what kind of child is this? The customer was sleeping. Regardless, this child has nothing to do with you, Kona replied, hugging the child. We keep her for personal reasons, we can have our own secrets, right? Sid said. The client looked at them strangely. Well, it doesn't matter if it's not related to us. But if you don't complete our mission because of this child, we'll be forced to get rid of her, do you understand? Seriously looked customer. They scaredly answered. Yes. Damn it. Sid said. All because of that stupid bird. What about the girl and the others? They shouldn't be close to the explosion. He worried. I hope Burberry. Gray. Are you okay? If you are okay, answer me, Sid exclaimed. Kona. The birdhead has escaped what? We wouldn't have missed it if you'd been more vigilant, Sid said sharply, expressing his displeasure. Have you completely lost your mind? If you kept your carcass next to the girl, then we would have every chance of grabbing him. Well, do you understand that, said Kona and slapped Sid in the face. AAA, stop. Sid screamed, feeling the pain of the blow. Sarah's looked at them in surprise. Suddenly, the girl was grabbed. Hey Kona. Wait a second. There. Baby. Baby. Sid shouted, pointing at the kidnapper. Kidnapping succeeded by telling the mercenary. Now, if we give this child to the customer, then we will sleep on money pillows. The clowns look at the girl and one of them says, are you sure this is the right child? One of them asks. Of course, I double-checked several times. What's in this little girl to pay that kind of money? Another thoughtfully answers. Maybe the customer has very specific tastes and he loves people like her? Assumes the first. Suddenly there is a knock on the door. Tiger, look who's there and open it. Okay, answers, waking up, who's there? Sudden blow, who is this? Answers a frightened clown. Oh, how troublesome, Sid poked his fingers out crunchy. How healthy, it's good that it didn't break. This guy was with a girl. How did you find us? Powering the clown Nalyakano. Hey, slow down for a second. That bastard Sid. It's Sid Orton, he's been Kevin's student since childhood. Oh, so you knew him? Surprised Sid, then it will be easier to agree. Give me back the girl. Clowns angrily answer, what kind of jokes? Let's see what's so beautiful about a student with pig eyes, Sid said disappointedly, he knew that it would be so. Wow. Look only. We strain this pig-nosed. Clowns laugh. Sid enters the room, the mercenaries take aim. Do not do that. You can't beat me, I don't want to fight, the clown gets angry, don't be arrogant, boy I don't care what Kevin taught you there, remember it. There is no difference between us. No difference, Sid chuckled, no matter what you say, but you forget that I'm not an ordinary person. So. I helped you and this will be the last time, Raven said to the scientist. What? Wait a second, said the scientist. It's that kid, what are you talking about? Everything you asked, I did. Excessive interference can cause great damage to our organization, the Raven politely refused. I will give even more money. Suggested by the doctor. But it's not about the money. The thing is, the monster is involved in this case. What? Monster? Smiling, are you talking about the two I met yesterday? Yes, howling a raven. They are high-class mercenaries. And I think they want to find the culprit of the explosion and unleash their wrath on him. However, don't worry so much, I'll help you. To increase customer confidence, we must fulfill the terms of the contract. That's all, besides I want to check something. Interesting. Kona said in an embarrassed voice. Could you change your approach? Eh? Answered Sid with a grin, why? That's why it's too disgusting. What are you talking about? If you need to kill someone, then you kill. But that doesn't mean you have to dismember them, idiot. If a child sees this, he will be horrified. Oh baby? You well? I'm sorry if you want to cry, then it's better to cry, Sid advised the baby. And I'm fine, I've seen a similar picture before, said the frightened girl. Look. She's used to this. Really, that's how it is, baby said, so I can't wait to see her. Girl cringes, almost crying. Does she hate me? Yes? I'm not sure, go untie her. Oh my god, they tied the child, now I'll cut it, and there was a piece of meat, the girl spat out. So I knew. It doesn't matter how much we think about it. If guys like this show up again next year, and you better switch weapons or be more restrained. Said Kona. It's because of the baby, right? Saying Sid, petting the child. Certainly. Be that as it may, we know what pain life can bring. Whatever relationship we have, we should treat each other well as long as we walk hand in hand together. Good, said the girl. But if you keep killing everyone like this, things will only get worse, so change your weapons. Kona said to Sid. But killing with a knife is the most convenient, hit you? Said evil Kona. Okay, I'll change. A weapon that can kill without too much rigidity. Answered by Sid. Food gas you ordered, taste ramen, seafood, enjoy, said the waitress. Finally, thank you, Jelly. It's been a long time since you two have been here, Jelly said. We haven't been in the area for a while, Kona said. So, how is your boss? Dad is healthy thanks to you too, Jerry said with a smile. My goodness, is this sweet little girl Mr. Sid's only daughter that he's been hiding? Asked Jelly. I'm kidding. But if she's not a daughter, what are you two to each other? What a nosy one. Said Sid. Yes, I'm interested, please tell me. This is the child I'm being paid to take care of. Don't need to know you anymore. But why didn't you order her something to eat? No, it's not that simple, said Sid. She doesn't eat much, said Kona. Why? Asked Jerry, stroking the girl. Thanks to someone, me and the girl saw a horrifying scene, and surprisingly, I'm still hungry. It was a simple mistake, I'll come back later. No need, get to work, said the Sid. Hey, girl, I want to ask you something, said the stranger. What? About those three, can you tell me what kind of people they are? Jerry hesitated. I'm an ordinary person, so I don't know much except a couple of little things. Can you tell me what they're like? A couple of little things. Oh yes, they were both Mr. Kevin's students, is that enough? All this everyday life that radiates so much life, why is it so distant to me? Kevin O'Brien. He has no students of his own. I need to pay more attention to this. Ooh, alas. Your end has come. Sid, what, it's broken. Don't be so dramatic. Said the Kona. Give the rest of the parts to Barberry. Wait a minute. Said Jerry. What kind of person who can't run properly? Said Kona to Jerry. For a little girl, I want to give you something. The girl is interested. Voila, this is the lemonade we sell in our restaurant. You should never be hungry. I think you should like this refreshing lemonade. Oh, and, this too. This is the bag I used to carry when I was younger. It's old, but it's better than carrying everything in your hands, isn't it? Said Jerry and handed all these presents. And you're good at it, said Sid. If it's good, drink it now. It's best drunk when it's cold. It is drunk by many people. As soon as you taste it, you will feel a nice and sweet taste in your mouth. Advised Jerry to the girl. All looking at her as she sweetly fails to open the bottle. You don't happen to have any spare parts, do you? Sid asked. Oh, I don't have parts, but I can tell you about something else. Jerry replied. What's that? There was an underground client here who wanted to know more about you too. What? I don't remember anyone disliking us. The gas mask was pretty ordinary, so I can't really describe it. I gave him a warning, but it didn't seem to work. Anyway, your right arm is broken, so be careful, said Jimmy and walked over to the girl. Oh. Have you had a drink yet? How's it feel? Good? Oh. She doesn't talk much. Sid said, really? I'm sorry. Delicious. That was delicious. Really, thank you. That's how she talks to you. Shagging Kenny, shut up. Sid exclaims, you're missing 4 slides. We'll be on our way. All right. Come back anytime. And the baby, too. You can have as much lemonade as you want. Jerry replied. Reminds me of me as a little girl. Are you comfortable with this temporary replacement? How much longer are you going to carry it? Sid's friend asked. Oh, baby, you're awake. Hey, baby. Come here, sit down, get warm. Suggested Sid's friends. Come here. If you're not going to sleep, sit down and talk. Sarah. Your name is Sarazy, right? Sid's friend asked. Saraz, the girl replied. Ah, that's right, Saraz. It's very late, why are you awake? Asked Sid, did you have a nightmare? How silent, replied the friend. Jelly and I are quite good friends, by the way. Talk to her today. What? You went to Jelly's restaurant without us? Sid surprised Drews, we had some free time today for lunch, that's despicable. What are you talking about? You just went out for a nice meal and you didn't even take anything for us. That's right, you selfish bastard. Ah. Give it to us, he's got beer. This beer doesn't compare to Jelly's restaurant's food gas menu, eh? I wish I had some cool lemonade from Jelly's restaurant right now, baby. Have you ever had lemonade at Jerry's restaurant? I like it a lot. Yes, it's delicious, if I may, I'd like to come back to drink it again. What? You can smile, friend's surprised. This is the first time I've seen that face since we got you a week ago. You're really, really cute. Aren't you? Chagrined girl. Of course, you're showing more positive emotions than when we first met you. It's nice to see that you used to have a face that I didn't really like, replied Sid. Maybe it's because she tasted Jelly's lemonade? It's silly, but it makes sense. Jelly is calming and very quick on the uptake, said the Sid. She's a nice girl. When we have time, we can go there again. Size, then maybe you'll invite us too, won't you, Mr. Sid? Okay. You look relaxed. Austin appears. Austin, Sid chuckles. I almost shit my pants. You let your guard down a little too much, and that's a little thoughtless. Where are the other two? Kona and Burberry are asleep. Wake them up, repair whatever you need to repair now. Saying customer. Work? Energizing Sid. Near the largest gas plant in the E district, the movement of bomber Rick Foley has been reported. One slide skip hours, and other organizations that invested in them have suffered a lot of losses. We've lost money, and it's all because of that bastard. You have to kill him. And stop all these explosions. Move out right now. This is a mission we're entrusting to you. Customer's assignment. How's it going? It's okay. Try not to break it, like Sid did. Don't worry about it. Khan replied. Ooh, that's better. How long will it last? If you act like Sid, it'll be good enough for 2 years. Okay, thanks. Hey. Sid. Huh? What? You wanted me to find you a new weapon for the kid. I think you'll find it's a stun gun. I like it, but I can't fight with it, complained Sid. Why not? Well, it's too short. You can make it longer. Lengthen it? Well, if that's the case. If it's okay, get in the car. Hurry up. We don't have much time. Hurry up. Saying Barb. You're loud, man. Said Sid. Come on, baby, come on. Malishka thinking about Sid's scary moment. Malishka? Malishka. What are you doing? Grab it quickly and let's go. Ah, me. Shouted the little girl and took Sid's hands. Good boy, now go sit down and wait a bit. Kona. Are you all packed up? We're almost done. Kona exclaims, well, I hope that's enough. Aren't you forgetting something? We've got everything we could possibly need in stock. Sorry, Barbie, were you waiting? Kona asked. Okay, I forgive you, get in and sit down, answered Barb. Come on, let's go. Put your seatbelts on, we need to be ready for any twists and turns. Come in. Can you hear me? Ostig on radio. Very good. I'll give you the details beforehand so you can avoid any mistakes. It will be about the gas plant that was the target of the bombing. I'll be brief and quick. The entire plant is powered by M-gas, which acts as a torlev. At exactly 10 a.m., an hour before the employees start work, a central control system automatically delivers the gas throughout the factory. As I said before, this plant is located in Area E, it is the largest plant on Earth. And it's no exaggeration to say that the plant occupies half of the district. Imagine what would happen if at the usual 10 o'clock in the morning, a factory like this explodes. What do you think would happen if all the gas in the factory was released? The whole neighborhood. Maybe the whole second world. In an instant, it would be swept away by an incredible force and return to what it was before. Like the underworld that is now your home. That's all the information I had to give you. It's a problem you have to deal with. Good luck to you. Well, then, let's figure out what we're gonna do. First, the bomb. Second, that raging professor. We need to capture and neutralize Rick Fall before he plants the bomb. And the last part. We have to do it before 10 a.m. when the gas is pumped throughout the plant. We need to get into the central control system and override the gas protocol. Partner's plan. The easiest to accomplish is the third one. So, let's make that item our priority. Sid speaking. They're coming. Well, welcome. Oh, monsters. A few crows who are bored will do their best to have fun. Their black wings girdle the night sky, and their glittering eyes emit a mysterious light. They play their sinister tune, laughing hoarsely and scattering their madness at every turn. Come in, yes, we got the report. The monster chasing us has arrived. Raven on radio. Don't worry, whatever the circumstances, just try to do everything as planned. We'll take care of the rest. Raven said to the doctor. System Control Center. This walk will take us about 30 minutes. Said Gray. Then maybe there's only one person inside, or maybe no one at all. Said Kona. In that case, let's have one person go in there. Do you want to go? Gray? Yeah, I don't mind. Sid stays here as he has to be with the baby no matter what. Then I'll go first, saying to Gray. Hunter, I'll contact you before I get back. I know, you don't have to tell me. Gray. What? Don't I? Sid Gray speaking. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. I had a lot of fun, the whole time I was with you guys. And I really hope we get to see each other again. Said Gray, goodbye. The flag of death flies over us every day. And you say that every day? Kona exclaims. Unfortunately, the jokes are over for today. Saying partner. Are we supposed to be serious? Let's not forget what Gray said. And let's stay alive until the next meeting. Partner said. Strange people, as cruel as they are, but they are different, they have something else. Something, thought the girl. I don't know what kind of people they are, how am I supposed to treat them? Girl's thoughts. Oh, little girl, are you okay? You have a very sad face, said Sid. I'm going to go to the car to get my bag, said the girl. I think she's still afraid of me. Sid thought. Because of yesterday, walked over and gave me the bag. Thank you. You finally, no one said it was going to be easy. They keep moving forward, overcoming all the difficulties and challenges. After all, they have a goal they are willing to fight for. This is bad, said Kona, recognizing that Gray was a hunter. Can you help me? Hunter? I've pinpointed your location, but you're beyond the area I can cover. There's too many buildings. Damn it. Can you get out of his line of sight, Gray? To hell with this, shouted Gray. I don't think I can afford to answer, said partner. I'll cover him. The rest of you, quickly search for bombs. Said Kona. All right then, said the mercenary and attacked. That's strange, they're much better. What did No. 7 say? I followed up on you from number 7. Well, obviously Vaughn didn't lie. I heard from him. That you're very British. And that even though I'm very fast, you were able to spot me. Proves it. Doesn't it? Now it's obvious. You were Kevin's student. I'm not afraid of that kind of thing. You have a job to do. To get the money? Fight breaks out. This guy, he used the magic powder to work his magic. But where did he get it from? It's really hard to get, isn't it? Kona thought. It's already cut off and spotted by the prosthetic, what a pity. Ceres pouted at the Naomnic. Schnadel, you again, Birdhead. Well, hello monster and girl. Ceres, run, hurry mom? Dad? Hi, baby, my name is Schnabel. I'm a doctor, by the way. Well, I'm sorry things didn't go a little bit according to plan. But I don't have anything else to worry about. You're the one who's gonna help me. Hey, Birdhead. I know this girl and I've been taking care of her for a week now. She's the kind of person who's not straightforward, she's smart and not too emotional, but for the last 2 acts she was very upset. She suffered from fear and nightmares. Like I've never seen her have before. It's because of you. Sid. It happens every time she sees your bird. Antias know this. That I'm even more curious to know about the relationship between you and this child, saying to Sid. That's funny, I sincerely wish I could say that, said the bird-headed man, we'll talk. Well, it's a good thing I saved it for last. I was one of the regular scientists. Corporate work was extremely pleasant for me. And the employees were nice people. Moreover, I've been around since I was a child studying magic and this world made my life happy. Doctor's story. The magic I craved and loved so much had somehow changed my life, and my exterior, the old company, was gone. They didn't consider me one of their own. I was afraid of them, and I wanted to become stronger. And then I realized a fact that I didn't even realize when I was a loser. There are strong people in this world. And the strong can take everything from the weak. And that fact is better than anyone else. The world should be a place where everyone has equal opportunities and rights. Baby, does it hurt anywhere? It's all right. Exclaims baby, I'm sorry. By the way, we have a problem. Shit. It's already bad enough, and now it's getting worse. Who's that? Are they with the Beaks? Or just a third group of mercenaries whose goal is to take the baby? Sid thinking. I'll be glad if it's the latter, but I'd be very disappointed if it was the first. Oh, baby. Fortunately, the seizure has passed. Sid cheering himself up. Baby? I'm sorry, but I want you to close your eyes for a long time. I'll be done as soon as possible. It's gonna be okay, don't worry, Sid said, stroking the little girl. I know your trauma better than anyone. So I'll try not to kill as much as possible. So please. Okay, the girl replied. It's hard to get bored around here, saying to Gray. Hey Gray. Hunter? Get down. It's gonna be over soon. Maybe you can help me, Hunter. Powering up Gray, I'll show you a way to avoid a confrontation, so run where I say. When you get a chance, stop him for 2 seconds in an open space. Then I'll take care of him. This guy's incredibly fast, even though he's carrying this thing. Look, you understand. I'm not asking for anything more than for you to stop him for 2 seconds. Hunter responds. Left. Hunter Gray responding. Yeah. It's Barb, found the bomb. What about Kona? Hunter to Barb. There's one man. But it's a little complicated. Answered Barb. Khan, what's your situation? Hunter speaking indistinctly, it's over, I'll be with you shortly. That guy who attacked me had magic powder. The others probably have it too, so be careful. Kona replied. If you're done, hurry up and go help. Saying to Barb before Khan. Things have gotten, much more complicated. It's just a crack, right? Well, it's a little jagged, but that wouldn't be a problem, would it? Kona thought. Unexpected laughter. I don't understand it. How can you be so ridiculously strong? How could I lose so stupidly? I can't even kill myself, mercenary thought. What? You're not gonna help me? I can't even stand up, isn't that too much? No. I deliberately aimed only near the artery. If you don't want to bleed to death, you should just lie there. What happened to Barbara? Asked Kona. The bomber along with the bomb, answered Barbie. What are you naming in plain sight? What do I mean? What I said, what I mean. This nutcase put a bomb on his own body. He's trying to use the unbridled magic inside his body. Yes, if he can avoid the weakness, he won't get hurt, so I'm concentrating on the Podrovnik, because if we still won't be able to destroy it. Conclusion. Bomb detonation is unacceptable. Barb speaking indistinctly. Just hold him. I'll be right there. What about the jammer? Barbara? Kona asked worriedly. What happened? Sid wondered, feeling the pain. A knife? That guy, he must have been the one who just fired the shot, Barb wondered. Kona was getting worried and demanded an answer. You two won't be enough, I think you'll be rushed by Sid, said Kona. I'm a little shocked. He doesn't have a single living limb. It's amazing that it moves so much and so fast, and no matter how serious you aren't against all these underground people. After all of Kevin's disciples are on a completely different level. If that's the case, then I have to hinder him a bit. Sid? My arm. It's my fault. Urgent treatment is required. Blames himself. Ceres, I just don't want you to get hurt, and if I keep holding back, the fight won't end. Sid thinking. Even though I said so, but, this wound. I have to keep my promise to the little girl a while ago. Can I fight like this? Sid thinking. You don't have to hold back anymore. Said the girl. Suddenly, will everything be alright? Sid. If I say yes, I'm lying. I promise to refrain from killing for as long as possible. I believe that. So let's Sid believe me now, too. The girl said. Suddenly thought the wind. What did you say? What does it mean? I don't know anything about this stuff. Of course you do. It's the first time I've ever liked it. Who, the Vorns, they fight better than expected, right? Kevin often has silly feelings. It's common. I think he's having a serious seizure, said the good partner. Your body shape like his is unlucky, annoying. Even if I die, I'll kill you. Said the raven. Wildly pissed at Kevin. Blue butterfly tattoo on his right wrist. So your name is Rita? That's right. How do you know me? When he was younger, Kevin told me that you confessed your feelings to him, but you got rejected. You got angry and tried to kill Kevin secretly at night, but you failed. Asshole, how dare he say that? Crow cawing, but why are you doing this in front of me? Raven feels intense resentment and disappointment from telling her about the past. She decided, now I will take your heart right out of your chest. I'll use it as a gift for my second confession to O'Brien. He will definitely like it, said the raven. Oh, loud. Gray, let's make our move and get rid of him. I'm all for it, but how? Look at his weapon. If my calculations are correct, he now has one charge left. If you force him to use up that charge, he'll have no choice but to fight in close combat to get you. Saying to Hunter about the situation. What am I supposed to do? I told you. Stop him for 2 seconds? But what do you want to do? Stop. This guy's gonna catch up to me. Saying to Gray. Hey, take 2 steps forward. Hunter speaking indistinctly, what are you gonna do? Mark where you're standing now. Right there. Please draw a lucky ticket, because you're in the exam. He's used up his last charge. Now come over here a little. Got any? Okay, calm down, reassuring himself to Gray during the battle. Is the first one ready? Is the first one ready? Is the first one ready? Right? I used to do it with Sid. Hunter thought. Are you kidding me? Gray's angry. Who the hell are you? Maniacal maniac. Sorry, but this pig is our property, so please refrain from slaughtering it. Choke on your terrible joke. With about 30 minutes left, their strength and weakness is that they inherited Kevin's monstrous power, but at the same time, they didn't inherit all of the power due to unforeseen circumstances. Crow's thinking. So the one arm I've pierced before strongly and very much increases the chance of defeating him. Fortunately, my arm is easier than I thought. Sid thought. That kid didn't even move. Come on, you got something to tell us, don't you? Birdhead? Come on, finish it. Said the raven. Not interested, so I'll ask you again. This child and your organization Schnabel, how were you connected in the past? That's not what I want to hear from you. Why are you so interested in our relationship with this child? Frankly, I don't care. I don't even want to know. However, if I don't try to find out, I think I'm going to go crazy. I feel pain in my legs and arms. Despite suffering a painful injury to his arm, he continued the fight. So why didn't you kill them during the battle, and why would this child willingly help a man like this? Pondered the raven. I got the answers to the questions I had. Well, it's okay if you don't talk. Sid responds. Hey, instead of answering, I'm going to give you some advice out of respect. If you're going to continue to treat this kid this way, it would be best for you to leave. Gave the advice of a raven. What do you mean? Asked Sid, surprised. I'll tell you right now, I mean that you shouldn't act on personal feelings or experiences in a business matter. Otherwise, one day it's going to hit you hard. And you won't be able to imitate Kevin forever, I assure you. I don't imitate anyone here. Sir, clichés baby girl. Baby, what are you doing? Oh, that don't worry, he's just passed out. Hey, Sid Orton, you bastard, what did you do? Sid Orton, you bastard, what have you done? I don't know you all at all, how do you know my name, how do you do it? Powering up Sid. Shut your mouth and tell me how you were able to win. As you win, say thank you baby for being alive, let's go baby. Yeah. Thanks for believing in me. Said Sid hugging her. And thank you so much for believing in me, too. Are you okay, Barberia? Kona asked. No, it's bad, I think I'm going to die, replied Barber. If you think it's that bad, why don't you leave it to Gray and Hunter? Those two should be enough for now. I'm not sure where exactly Sid went, we need to find him somehow to reduce the risks. Isn't Rita the crazy woman we were told about? Years asked. Now there's not even 10 minutes left, can I win in that time? Asked Barry sadly. You don't need to be defeated. Replied Kana. We just have to do the same. Smiled Barry, poking the blood. Hunter, is everything okay? Plug it in first. Even if it doesn't work, I'll do it. Expectedly, at actually the largest gas plant, extremely sophisticated and complex computer. Well, I don't have time to be like that. Kona, Barbera. What's up Hunter? I think it's gonna take a while to stop the gas supply, so you're gonna have to take care of the bomb as best you can. Like I said, this bomb can be stopped just by taking out a bunch of wires, so hurry up. Gave advice to Hunter. Another piece of advice? Kona said. From now on, don't talk to me first. I'm running out of ammo. Just a little more time and my life is going to stink too, as a bonus, so sad. Said Kona. Still, let's get started before it's too late. Can you hold her off with your wound? Do you really think I can chase this madman with my legs and catch him? Now, finish them off. Saying doctor. If you realize you can't, drop everything and leave before it's too late. Saying to Barry. Kona expressed her care and concern for someone, her emotional attitude reflected in the words TZ, Piggy, I'm here worrying about how to save him. You little rats. Saying Crow. Run, don't stand, saying Barber. Don't die, Barberry. Said Kona. Sid's got a bet on you, Deadpool. I won't let you in. Yelling in pursuit of Voran. Barry punches Raven. Ha ha, you think I'll let you in? Gray. If you see a main program control device in there, destroy it immediately. Saying Hunter. A control device? I will find it as soon as possible. Saying Gray. Please, 6 minutes to visual. Looks like hey, from head to toe O'Brien he would have done the same as you. This critic. Whom I fell in love with. But it was also its biggest drawback. Curious. You should know that it doesn't work, no? The laughing doctor answered. How did you get it? Caught. Headshot. I remember what happened then, so don't move. A little more, pulled out a knife, but Kona knocked it out. Caught. Headshot. I remember what happened then, so don't move. A little more, pulled out a knife, but Kona knocked it out. In many ways, it's something, magic, Kona said. But even in this form, it is breathtaking, said the doctor, revealing to us the amazing possibilities of our imagination. This mysterious force beckons us to explore the unknown, inspiring us to create incredible stories and beautiful works of art, and your entire society was created by magic, including you. So why are you stopping me? Because of money? You should be able to look whiter than you are now. Says the doctor, all this can turn into your homeworld. This means that you can take off this tight mask anywhere. Still, some people will die. People who humiliate me and your rights. Well, it's nice to say that discrimination disappeared a few decades ago, but in your business, the closer you are to the area, the less you feel about people, right? Doctor agreed. These people pay me, but I work. You're thinking about how you're wasting your time. I have nothing to say, so I'll disable the bomb. Kana answered. The leg is up maybe. Because of that? Kona thought. At least some use for that Raven, replied the doctor. Haha, he broke your limb, flushes doctor. That guy started blaming Raven. I mean, there's no way to overcome the security of the plant's main system. I think I've won, don't you? Now I want to leave you here in complete helplessness with no way to escape. But I think it would be too lonely to leave alone. But don't worry, I'll stay by your side. I want you to feel at one with the explosion of this bomb. Doctor speaking indistinctly, it's going to be hard, agreed Kona. Hey, don't be like that, I have a regular side too. Sure, I have bullets stuck in my back, but that doesn't mean I'm on the verge of life at all. Doctor's backstory. How can this be? I'm fired? You seem to have misunderstood. I'm glad you didn't report. District A Center cares about us. That's why our company has been able to grow so much. But even if it turns out that one of the employees was infected, the people at the center would be very unhappy about it. They can't be allowed to know. And it's also important to note that company records can be deleted from anywhere at any time. This is in case someone is spreading sensitive information. What about the other employees who worked on the project with me? Angry scientist. Don't worry about that. We have already obtained the consent of all employees of the company, including your colleagues on the project. Why are you doing this? Are you trying because you don't know? You've been here a long time. You've already become a dangerous person who can mess us up. That's what I mean, replied the warden. Neither I nor you would want something like that to happen to yourself, would you? Asked Kona. Please, just a little, move. Forcing herself to move. Well, it's time, it's over. Says goodbye scientist. Gathering his last strength, Kona tries to reach for the bomb, but the doctor digs it. Then starts knocking Kona down and starts claiming he's a human, not a monster. What about your wound? Kona asked wonderingly. You made your own bet that I was Deadpool, didn't you? Replied Bar. Kona told you? I can't believe it. Sid responds. You're just awful. My arm's on the edge. Yeah, I've lost a fair amount of blood, but that's okay. Barbara. Alarmed Kona. Hey man, I don't need the money, so don't die. We gotta get him to a hospital. Kona yelling, he still lived faster before it's too late. Replied Sid. Can you make it alone? Asked Kona. My prosthetic is broken and can't move. I'll contact Austin. Please hurry. Barbara. Okay, be careful. Sid exclaims, seeing that the baby was okay. Hunter and Gray thankfully did a good job. Kona thinking, it was exciting. I was so nervous I almost threw up, relaxed Gray. I bet it's the worst day of my life. Hunter replied, I want to have a mozzarella cheese pizza. Of course you do. I'll call an ambulance for you. You all did a good job. Wait a little while till they get here. Said Austin. Okay, Austin. Said Kona. No way, how could you hack into the control center in such a short time? Gazed at the wounded doctor. It's really something, confirmed Kona. I admire your skills and abilities. Your ability to penetrate such a secure system is an art. I have not seen such talented work before. Underestimated our hacker team. Yeah, he's a bottom 5-finger guy. Khan replied. Why do you interfere with me? You are like me. Are not the money of these people for you so important? These people see me and you only monsters and killing machines. Replied the doctor angrily. No, what they say and others say is not always true. Only your own actions show who you are. You are the one who made yourself a true monster, and of course the same goes for us. Kona responds. Fourth, how beaten up you look. What about the gun and the mask? Asked the Raven Gang member. I had to pick up this guy, so I threw him away. I'll tell you about the mask later. Is 40 dead? Yeah, there's no connection, so it looks like, answered the Raven. He's dead, so he's useless. Did you say there was a child among them? Yes, then sooner or later we'll meet again. At least next time it will be different. The lot has been cast. Luckily the knife went past the spine, so there was no problem, although life was at stake due to excessive bleeding. But thanks to Mr. Sid, we were able to get blood transfusions quickly, as they share the same blood type. I slowly shrug your shoulders. Now you guys know that something went wrong with you. It always comes down to hand injuries, answered Steph. Don't worry so Steph, answered Sid. Don't call me that, call me Stephanie. Don't wear a prosthesis until the wound heals because it will hurt from the weight. Answer Stephanie. Fine. Of course, I understand that you are a mercenary, but you should not risk so much. At least take more into account the living of people close to you. So her child was a very searched restless eye. Oh, are you talking about the baby? Asleep Sid. You just seem pretty close, don't you? Only it's hard to believe in your closeness with someone. It's unusual. Crap. Stupid hospital. After all this, I just wanted to have a good rest, but in the end I plow instead of sitting in the gas room. Oh, you can set fire to a couple of bushes in the garden, add gasoline there, good idea. Sid snarls. I hear everything. Neatly everything is in order. Doctor says. Always had such a powerful regenerative ability? Asked the nurse. You are doctors, how should I know? Answers Sid. Well, yes, you will become pregnant tomorrow after the medicine, and we will talk again, the nurse thought. What is this box? Asked Barry. Your medicines and food. Gas Steph gave this. Answered Sid. Oh, free? For my work. I'll take you out, it's not boring just to sit. Well, thanks to the girl who is always there, I have something to do and I can chat. Answered Barry. Baby? She sat so cute and played. It's been enough before I teach her how to play. Have you already won the baby? Asked Sid, putting his hand on his head. The girl is bored. What is not? I won't lose very well. Said Barry. I'll beat you, answered ominously Sid. Here, the girl showed the cards. The fifth streak of failures, disappointed Barry. I think she was made for this. Ah, exactly, baby, you were also in the hospital all these 3 days, would you like to go out on the street? Asked Sid. You are just like me, these people only see me and you as monsters and killing machines. Are these people's money really that important to you? Kona thought, doing sports exercises. Diana, Orton was looking for you. Calls to Stephanie. Ah, yes, thanks. Go there now? Asks Hunter. Yes, can we go together? Asks Sid. I would like to leave, but I can't now, I have an urgent matter. Well, if so, then give it here. From point of view? I can't help it. Must be done today. Yes, there is no other way than this, I'm sorry, do me a favor. Hunter asks Sid. Okay, gave the raven mask to Sid. Oh, show me here, it's a bird, I killed it with Gray, just like I did with you. Gray didn't hit him. So this murder is entirely my responsibility. Sid, did you forget anything? Answered and asked Hunter. No, let's go before it's too late. Answered Sid. What if it's already too late? Kina answered. Did you even buy baby clothes? Asked Sid. The skirt looked uncomfortable. Kana answered. And where will we go? Asked the girl. By the way, you didn't tell me anything either, Kona added. The place where we go is something like a church for us, we can say that we are now going to confession. Vidpov Sid. Look under your feet, Khan's respect chided. Sir Eyes touches Sid. What happened to the boy? Sir Eyes stretched out her hand and started. Ah, well here it is. We all arrived. Wow, the girl was surprised. When we first came here, we brought him straight from the underworld and planted him here. This is a magical tree with luminous foliage. Most underground people, when we wake up after the birth of a family, some simply disappear. With one thought in my head to survive, Kona answered. We came here, crossed the border of the second world and took up mercenaries. Even if you die a natural death, it doesn't change anything. Then after death, since you have no family, no one will cremate or bury your body. Since it was we who removed them there, we take full responsibility and we will do the same. Finally, you can feel at home. Kana answered. We know the fact that they won't forgive us anyway. Well, this makes the heart much easier. Answered Sid. In fact, it's all the fault of the damn magic that made us like this, it's impossible to deny. Vidpov Sid. Desire for revenge? And out of all this, some mercenaries hired other mercenaries to kill third mercenaries so that you could create your madness, but you couldn't control it? Wonderful. It will be too childish to be surprised at how you could become a scientist at all, calling the customer to the doctor. Well, I was forced to meet because the superiors were worried about it, but apparently I'm wasting my time. I hope you understand that you did something stupid to be white, but it will immediately stop you to rest, but this will never happen. What am I? This is the essence of self-help to become self-sufficient. Said the remainder of the customer to the doctor. The doctor started screaming for the rest. Not a white sense to visit him here, you are here. After being fired from what I heard from you, his words were full of contradiction. He is like a stubborn child who does not want to accept reality. It's been less than 1 week. So you don't have to worry about his nonsense anymore. It's funny that underground people care about this, said Austin Connett. Tell Austin, are we monsters? Feeded Austin. You are asking a fundamental question. Weren't you ready for this when you first started, or am I just wrong? Asked Austin. Hold on. What is this? So what you need to do now is give it a rest to your head and body. I think you should do it in a special way. Answered by Austin Cohn. This is the key to a suite in a C area hotel. Go and get some rest. And this is area C, so it's not a gas room. The area is harsh on your people, but it also has strict rules. Because of these rules you will not have problems with people unless you run into these problems yourself. As for your question, here it is, he's a real monster. I can't answer anything concrete about this, and I also don't recognize myself as a monster. Answer to Austin Cohn. But it is these special ones that are called monsters. Kana answered. Since the conversation is over, if that I have already paid for everything, have a good rest, Austin answered the rest. This Austin said yes. Important information, asked Sid. By the way, are we really staying here for a week? Gren asked. That's exactly what it is, answered Khan's question. Bored, why is the area taken and so quiet and peaceful? Kona thought. This is the C area, even if there is a small fuss, there will immediately be police officers in their armor suits to disperse everyone, you know? Asked Sid. But what if we just go out for a regular walk, is that not normal? Proposed girl. Go out for a walk, okay, let's do it as usual. Answered Sid. Is there somewhere to go? Maybe go to the mall? Asked Kona. I will write this idea down in my notebook, Sir Eyes said. Then most of them are household items, so you can easily find them in the store. Gives the task to Khan. Why not you? I prefer to rest here than he has to deal with people. And true, but in any case left, answered Sid. A group of underground people are holding hostages, we need reinforcements. Policeman asks for reinforcements. Your detention, immediately release the hostages and surrender, suggest that the earthly people show themselves. At first it is necessary to evacuate people from the sector. One of the partners suggested a plan. How noisy you are, I am now all of you Uganda. Mercenaries threaten. Support is still on the way, we need to back out. One suggested a plan. No, we need to hold them until help arrives. What good suits you have, but I'll gouge out your eyes anyway. Do not consider yourself better than us underground people. The mercenary tried to attack the police. Inspector. I have been quietly spending my holiday until this day, call the transport first. Do not stretch with the cordon of the perimeter, having ordered the inspector. Still have spare suits left? Yes. How many of these guys? We don't know for sure, but so far we've counted 5 people. And about 20 people they hold hostage. The policeman answered the inspector. Those underground people who dared to riot in our area C. The inspector thought. What should we do? Nyamak in a panic. Damn it, we should have found the child and quietly left, I'm afraid that the birds will get weapons, complaining mercenary. The child they were looking for. From you 350 days, dear buyer, the seller of Kona performed frightened. Here. Oh yes, the map. Let me take off. R dropped. I'm sorry. Begins to apologize to Kona. No problem, no need to apologize. Thanks for shopping. There are still people in District C who are afraid of us again, Kona thought. What's going on down there? Asked Kona. Some guys with guns are waving. I saw how they took a hostage, how they kicked him, they started something, answered Sid. Fuck off or I'll kill her, mercenary threatens. And all because of people like them, let's go to the emergency exit. Kana answered. Already? Let's go baby. Don't create more problems for yourself, one of yours is already caught. Police warn. It's boring, there's nothing fun about it, and if you don't want to see us kill these people, then roll up and get out of here right now. The mercenary answered the policeman. This shameless scum, thought the inspector. I give you 5 minutes, if you do not disappear we will kill all these people. The mercenary answered. Sid Orton. Kona Diina. Great child. Surprised ninja. Boss, I found them. What? Where are they? They're on the 4th floor. What the hell? The police thought. Chance, agate, Rogers et. This phrase from English means swept up. Get ready. Militianery prepare to attack. Smoke loop? The inspector was shocked. Unexpected attack on the girl under the smoke. Sid knocked down the attacker. Part of the squad follows them and holds the situation, while the rest will first secure the hostages, then join them. Fulfill. The inspector gave orders. Give me the girl. The attacker threatens. Are you all settled because of one child? No way, answered Sid. And you don't even care that this area is C? What the hell are you? Asked Kona. What the? Sid and Kona were surprised at the monster. The girl is frightened. The monster waved his hand, everyone leaned back. Infected? Kona asks frightened. No, this is an underground person who is innately susceptible to magic. Answered Sid. But why is he now standing right in front of my eyes? Asked Kona. I don't know. Answered Sid. Kevin's students and even without weapons, Ninja thought. The police are coming here too, so let's hurry up and get the baby. Enzo. No, let's kill these sons of bitches, we have a boss, we can easily handle it, there is no guarantee that the police will not interfere, so you better shut up, Enzo. Said partner. This is serious, you know that now it's really dangerous? Well, we have to fight, Kona bellowed. Monster Rob swing. Watch out. Unexpected capers grabbed the barefoot and pierced Yogo with a current. Dear underground people, all of you are charged with carrying firearms, attempted murder, vandalism, and much more for completing a crime on the territory of C area. On behalf of the C District Police, an urgent arrest. The inspector answered and the police grabbed everyone. Dear underground people, all of you are charged with carrying firearms, attempted murder, vandalism, and much more for completing a crime on the territory of C area. On behalf of the C District Police, an urgent arrest. The inspector answered and the police grabbed everyone. How simple. In an instant, the bandits were surprised. Secure the civilian girl, the former hostage, hurry up and evacuate. The soapman began to evacuate the girl. Hey listen, this child is in our care. Said Sid. I did not think that everything would turn out like this, Kona thought. Inspector Page Marco. I just got back from vacation and sent a report. Saying the inspector. I really didn't want to interrupt your vacation, but I had to interrupt it so that you could help us put down the rampage of the underground people. Saying the boss. I just did my duty. Do you have a Ben work that you still have 3 days of vacation left? Over the past few months, there has been an increase in the number of incidents involving underground workers in Area C. This is an unprecedented case after the police were formalized in the Second World. We can't even rest for a week without anything happening. Exclaimed Marco. Do you still hate them all? Instead of seeing them, destruction, theft, terror, all these dirty crimes, you say that not everyone commits them, that some random people came to see them, I do not believe. The girl who was taken hostage yesterday is talking to an agent. Who is it? The inspector thought. Do you have any problems, can I help you with something? Asked the inspector. I heard that 2 people who were with this child were arrested. Answered by the client. Yes, so what? This is a mercenary undertaking of our company. In the process of arrest, there seems to be a misunderstanding. The child and the 2 were together, while shopping, they came under an unexpected attack by criminals. If you don't have clear evidence, you can't interfere with it. Answered the inspector. These papers are records of the seizure of weapons from the underground people at the gates of Area C this month. Starting on page 5, they will be required to have a registration number, so check it out. If you still don't believe, then I brought this. Vidpov of showing proof to the customer. Do you still have cookies to believe in your nonsense? No, there was an error, sorry. I don't need your apology, I need us humans to return immediately. Vidpov customer to the inspector showing a scarred face. This is a gas chamber, so it takes a little time to open it, please wait, the guard answered the customer. And for the fact that you ended up in the detention center, I had to understand all this idiots, said the customer to Sid and Kona. And you came faster than I thought, answered Sid. Hey, is this the first time you've seen this face? Asked by Sid. That's right, sir, eyes answered with her eyes widened. Why are you avoiding my eyes? Asked Sid. I'm just not used to it because you're without your mask, because usually I look at it, there is a difference in thinking that I, answers Sarah's averting his eyes. It's a compliment? Asked Sid. Thanks to a quick story by this little girl, I was able to come today originally like you, and said that you would take 3 days. To be honest, it was very convenient here, because this gas room came in later, out of the lead. Austin guys who attacked us? Asked Kona. The same wound, they were immediately sent to the camps. The accusations were not too big, but they could not be ignored. Answered by Austin, these guys were definitely with people, weren't they? Indeed. One of them was a magician. Answered Kona. I also wonder if it's possible magic is not of this world. There is no limit to what we do not yet know about it. If you study magic for some reason, then nothing will be impossible for you, but this is not the problem. And the fact that we do not know what these guys are up to. Answered by Austin. Transportation of prisoners. Nothing would have happened if you bastard hadn't just been inflamed and hadn't climbed into the police, but we're looking for a child, said the mercenary. How could I know that there will be that bitch? Two noisy bastards, shut up before I turn off the gas for you. Suddenly strangers appeared. In the end you failed, said the strangers. I'm not so surprised that you caught a child there? Asked the stranger. Definitely not, he's with a guy named Sid Orton. The mercenary answered. Please help us escape, we failed because of them, but next time it will be different, asked the mercenary. I'm not here to help you guys escape, performed by a stranger. Everyone was shocked. The stranger killed them. Cleaning is over. What's with the magic? Restored. Two strangers talking. I told you not to stick your head out of Area C, it would be a problem if you acted so stupidly. Cooked by the boss of strangers. Well, I just left the Corps and came back. I wouldn't get caught, huh? It's hard work anyway. Have you learned anything about Jacob's baby? And that Sid Orton was a pretty famous guy, attached bodyguard. The posted guy seems to be a poker guy. Somehow contacted him and finally used his last resort, and his yellow hair never liked me. In the end he bothered me all the time, the stranger said to the boss. In any case, keep an eye on him, the experiment must continue. Ordered by the boss. If you read comics again, I'll kill you, strangers talking. Hey, come quickly, get out, what the hell? The police were surprised when they saw the corpses. I feel uncomfortable wanting to return to the cell, no matter how much I wear the mask. As soon as I take it off, I immediately wean, Sid stings. The girl keeps looking at Sid. Why are you looking at me like that? Feel the heaviness of the gaze. Sid asks baby. Just a little used to the change of appearance. Don't mention it. My dream is broken. Done, good job Miss Policeman. Answered by Austin, thank you. You are angry. I will not be tormented. That your feelings for them are not fair, answered the inspector. But your anger-filled sunglasses won't do you any good. Advised Austin. Okay, I'm so grateful to you, Austin. If you understand everything, then don't let this happen. Even if you say you want to return, then they all don't really like you there. I can't help it. At the time of the next task, Sid Orton, you stay with the child. Ordered by Austin. Wait, it's too dangerous out there. Worried Sid. You can't use knives. I can't let my assignment fail for this child. I prefer to keep further whoever can interfere, answered Austin. Whatever it is, we are a team, answered Sid. Says whoever took the second order didn't talk to the team. Similarly, I care about you too. If you're in mortal danger, you'll have to leave this baby somewhere. If you can disprove it, just accept it, Austin did. Damn, wait. The mercenaries left the cells. Inspector already vow. Are you going to eat? Asked by the inspector's partner. Exit for a minute. Answered the inspector. Where are we going, Inspector? Sister, what are you doing all of a sudden? Fix your face, encourages Khan Sid. They say that even we will be hard. Sid answered sadly. Doesn't matter more. We're already going, goodbye. They left. Forgive me because of me, answered the baby. It's all right, in the end it was I who accepted the task of your protection, and it's only me who is to blame for everything, and I don't need to slander myself. I think that we need to relax for a while, and since I'm in the area, this is quite possible, Sid answered, stroking the baby. Let's go to the market. Oh baby, unexpectedly Sid gave a gift. Baby surprised. Purple is my favorite color, answered Sid. Jelly gave me a bag, Kona jade clothes. It took me a while to choose something. Sorry, I don't know the taste of any girl, but I hope you liked it a little. Sir Eyes was pleasantly surprised. Yes, it's so beautiful, thank you Sid. Returning to the house, they went to Dachshunds. Sarah's fell asleep. She must have gotten up. It's worth it. It was the first time that she had smiled so widely since that moment. Kevin's joyful feelings had passed for a long time. He could understand me a little, thought Sid. I slept peacefully without nightmares. Sir Eyes thought. And I woke up. I tried to wake you up. Sit down, I'll feed you. Sid spoke. What is this mask? Surprised girl. Yesterday, on the way back, I was lucky to find a shop and buy it, the mistress was kind. The girl has Sid's breakfast made, and Sid is on the phones. What are you watching? Sir Eyes asked. Yes, even temporary work, I look at the cost of living and work behind it. Answered Sid. There are a lot of things that our mercenary money is spent on, and to keep you safe too, so when I have free time I work part-time. Sid howled. It was hard to find a job. I'm sorry, it's just that it will be inconvenient for customers, the cashier answered. This is not from evil thoughts, so do not be discouraged. The saleswoman answered. No. The keeper. I was expecting something like this, Sid thought. Are you worried about Orton? Asked Austin. It's nice to see that you are still such an insightful uncle, Dimitri, together for many years we would not have wandered. This is Area C, so if something happens the police will settle everything within 3 minutes, even if everyone again misunderstands the presentation of evidence by me will remain, so he will be released soon, so do not live too much, some people do not like him and follow him, said Austin. I won't get anything bad and suspicious out of him. Sister? He is just trying to find a job for himself, the partner answered to the inspector. No, he was up to something, I'm sure of it. First of all, a very suspicious couple of an underground man and a little girl, answered the inspector. It could be his daughter, they could be brother and sister. Ordinary and underground people can marry and have children, the probability of underground people being born is 50/50. He is definitely a mercenary, he cannot have a daughter or sister, and he would not drag her around for 24 hours in a row. Answered the inspector. I will not dispute that your feelings for them are not fair, but your sunglasses filled with anger will not bring anything good, the inspector thought over Austin's words. You cannot say that they are the ones who do nothing, answered the inspector. Your order is 2 cups of coffee with milk, then a cup of espresso with cheesecakes, is there anything else the Lord needs? Sid howled while working as a waiter. Brother, are you really an underground person? Asked a visitor to the cafe. I really am an underground person. Answered Sid. And the iron hand is so cool it's a little scary. Can you take it off? And it will be a little difficult. I can only get out my brother's eyes, but I think that you are really sexy, the visitor answered. The girl is jealous. Sid is photographed with the publisher. You are very skillful, baby, the owner of the cafe praised the baby. What's happened? Have you thought about making coffee professionally? Asked the owner. Thank you very much for the praise, but I inst so much self-confidence, performed by the girl to the owner. There is nothing wrong with doubting yourself, performed by the owner. Taking orders is not so easy, answered Sid. But are you going to give up? Asked the owner. I've never miraculously been able to get this job, even though I'm underground, you still hired me like this. Answered Sid. I hired you without thinking about the fact that you are an underground person. I don't care at all, right now I don't feel that you are in any kind of bad, there are quite a few people who love good ones like these girls. Answered by the owner. Does everyone else look badly at us? Sid asked the owner. It is obvious that most of the crimes in our country are connected with human patients, but this does not mean that all underground criminals. There are criminals, I think that it is not necessary to consider every underground as a criminal. It's the same with you. There are many people who think you are bad, but not everyone thinks like me. Answered by the owner. Even if everyone hates me, I don't care, but you are a really good person. Answered Sid. The girl is pleased from such a conversation. Suddenly, the doors of 2 underground people were opened strongly. And welcome, the girl was frightened. Hi, we were just giving regular customers a 3rd cup of coffee we want to order. Performed by the publishers. Poisoning? Inquired the inspector. Yes, as a result of the autopsy, it turned out that the poison that had penetrated the skin caused the formation of a bunch of huge blood clots, which led to the fact that the veins simply exploded even with the stingy blood. The transportation was found to have no approach to the vehicle, moreover, the mystery of a man with mechanization magic, which was probably extracted from his body before transportation, after this speculation, he simply disappeared. The laboratory assistant answered. How? Surprised inspector. From the very birth, underground people are magical carriers, there are several strange and ridiculous moments in this case, says a laboratory assistant. Nice cafe here, Hall? Magicians are involved, one of the underground people spoke. There is a very high probability that they are involved in this, his partner spoke up. The coffee was good until the underground brother we come again, I said goodbye to Sid. Sorry for the long wait for your order of 3 cups of coffee for someone else a cup. And for this child, for a minute I want to talk to you over a cup of coffee, you know what I mean baby? You answered the publisher to a little girl. The girl is scared. Ask her, it seems you know her better than others, the magician asked the man from Sid. This man alerted Sid. Oh baby you don't have to go don't worry sit there. Sid answered the baby. No, it's all right, thanks Sid, said the little girl peeking over to the puffy man. The situation is not good, thought Sid. Baby sent. Well, let's get right down to business, said the underground publisher. Anything that can be used as a weapon, Sid thought. We are magicians, from the second world, the portal that destroyed your world, one of the main reasons for the birth of new mutants underground people, and the only absolute enemy for the society of ordinary and underground people. The girl is scared. Sid got angry, the magician grabbed Sid with his hand. So it won't be hard for me to die a lot of you? Answered the magician. I can't stir the poison? Really dangerous, Sid thought. Sid began to lose consciousness from the poison and then an unexpected shot. Shot? Heard the inspector. Coughing up blood Sid. The magician was surprised with a Vijmatavani hand from a shotgun. Don't overdo it young man, just in case I brought my gun, performed by the owner of the cafe. You are a good manager at the right time, Sid howled. I got shot in the shoulder, gunshots were heard, so the police will be here in a few minutes, can you get us out of here, Hull? The magician asked his partner. Brings his hand to the frightened girl, but the owner shot his hand. The girl immediately ran to Sid. Whether it's a Tama or an underground person, I am a person who does not look discriminated against in violence, but if you speak out to my employees, then I'll be the manager to protect them without any hesitation, answered the owner of the magicians. I was shot off both shoulders by a very radical uncle, the magician got angry. Oh, I'm a little annoyed, answered Sid taking the baby. Seriously hurts, starts to feel sick, I just want to knock them all down, the magician began to blow smoke. This gas coming out of his body is a real poison, I'm dangerous for the baby, Sid thought. Manager take the baby and run outside running, after asking Sid. Stand still and don't move, and these police immediately put your hands up. Suddenly the police arrive. The policeman and I are 2 magicians. What magicians are these 2 guys? Surprised inspector. We have already arrived, unfortunately, today we failed, but I am pleased with what I saw, answered one of the magicians. Don't move one more move and I'll shoot, answered the inspector. The girl is worried. Sooner or later we will meet again child, but for now I will wait for your wise decision. How long between you and we will not stand and trust, Sid squeezed out. Let's see, I don't expect much, the magician answered and teleported. Disappeared without leaving a trace. Teleportation is gone, this is the highest level of magic, the policeman answered. Thank you for your cooperation, a weapon that someone first threatened someone in self-defense is not illegal, so don't worry, I'll write it down, and you'll sign a few documents. Vidavpav howled to the owner. Yes, thanks there, that guy, he's all right, I'm just a manager and only hired him. He recently came, if necessary, I can testify in his defense. Yes, if you do that, then there will be no problems, but we highlighted that it was a mage attack, we have no questions for him, so there is no need for protection. Responded policeman. If so, then good. Answered by the owner. My sister doesn't think so, just think about where she put on what kind of suspicions, the policeman thought. Is the envelope too thick? Asked Sid. It's a bonus though, I'm a little upset, are you really going to leave? Asked the owner. There is no guarantee that this will not happen again, perhaps because of us you will have even more problems, answered Sid. Today was just a bad day, Area C is usually very calm, no need to worry anymore, so think again. Answered the owner of Sid. Thanks but the manager they were a magician against such dangerous guys they say they don't harm their surroundings, thank you very much for thinking of us too. But I don't want to bother you anymore. If you think so, then I have nothing more to say, you drop by from time to time, I will always be happy to welcome you, replied the owner. Okay mister, I want to ask you to keep this a secret from the baby, asked the owner at the end. The baby suspected something. Sid, will you continue to work at the cafe? Sir Eyes asked. Sid was confused. It's just that my abilities are not suitable for this job, so I quit, that's all. It was not my type at all. The owner is a good person, so I got a lot of money. Answered Sid. The baby understood everything, that it was because of her. She will probably think that this is her fault. It is useless to say that this is not so. She will still blame everything on herself, so I want to lighten the burden of her painful burden for her. Sid thought. The baby cried and Sid hugged her. They were watched by the sister of the policeman, and I hope her doubts fell out of her. Baby crying, just crying without saying a word. I had no choice but to get along with her like Kevin do it with me. You woke up, the girl looked at Sid sleeping. And good morning, I fell asleep for the first time in months, Sid answered. By the way, why were you sitting over me while I was sleeping? Sid asked the girl. But I just always fell asleep first. I had never seen you sleeping before. I was just curious. I wanted to look at you. Answered Sir Eyes, embarrassed. By the way, why did you sit over me while I slept? Sid asked the girl. But I just always fell asleep first. I had never seen you sleeping before. I was just curious. I wanted to look at you. Sir Eyes answered, embarrassed. It was worth it today. I slept for the first time in months, answered Sid. The girl was surprised. And most underground people, under the influence of magic, the rhythm of the human body changes. Hair grows very fast like conies. Hunter can't concentrate if he's not thirsty. I can stay up for months or years. There are rarely people without any problems like Gray and Barry. They are ordinary. Told about the underground people, Sid. Sid, yesterday I was crying and all that must have caused a lot of trouble. I want to apologize, Sir Eyes said to Sid. No, it was because of me, answered Sid. Since I promised to trust Sid, I thought that I had nothing to be afraid of. This is all my arrogance. I am now afraid even to tell Sid everything. I am afraid that you will hate me like everyone else. I am afraid that you will no longer treat me kindly. Nevertheless, this man, for me, for my sake, did everything in his power. Okay, I will say, I must say, I can say, Sir Eyes thought. Sid, she dared to tell Sid, but he covered Sarah's mouth with his hand. Insolent child, such a facial expression as if you are carrying all the worries of the world alone, said Sid and pulled his cheek. Don't force yourself to be a renegade, whatever the truth, it won't affect my determination to protect you for a year. We still have a lot of time and it's enough. You can take this time and slowly think it over, so tell me when it's convenient for you. I'm sorry if it hurts, said Sid, puffing out his cheek. I'm ready to accept everything you say at any time, so don't worry about it again. The most important thing is you and not anyone else. Before worrying about someone, first think at least a little about yourself. Whatever your problem, it's stupid to think only about the problems of others. If you are a child, behave like a child and behave more truly. Yes, Sarah whimpered, lowering her head. Sid is also attentive to me. You are a really good person. No, I think I will cry again. What should I do now? I am even more afraid to tell the truth than before, Sir Eyes thought. Even such a kind, good person, I'm afraid that in the end you will not hate me, Sir Eyes thought. You want to cry? Baby, you eat again, don't cry. Asleep, Sid. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's, Sid stares. Sid, why are you? The girl turned to Sid. Wah, oh, my God, baby, long time no see, Jerry answered. Hello, the girl answered. What are you doing in District C with Uncle Jim? Asked Sid. Oh, Mr. Sid, Sid's face, new in a few years, beautiful. Jerry replied, the meaningless muffled voice still remains as it relates to other businesses. Answered Sid. I came here to work here while Dad takes care of the rest, and we also have a new menu want to try here with spicy spaghetti flavor, said Jerry as she stroked the baby. Thanks, I'll bring the time when I want to eat, Vidpavel said. Kashi, and don't forget to get tired of the review, joyed Jerry. Oh yes, baby, do you want to go, or maybe there is something, baby, asked Jerry. Yes, lemonade, please, the girl answered energetically. You have become more energetic in the company of people, Jerry replied. Because there is lemonade here, Sid answered. What is your name? You have a beautiful hair color, the girl asked Sarah's. I am Sarah's, answered. Has she brightened so much? Have you worked, Mr. Sid? Jerry asked. Not that I did anything, Sid replied. You're shy, Jerry replied. Girls are surprised. Sid and Jerry waved their hands. Mom and Dad are calling, let's go. Girls say goodbye. Family went for a pen, and Sarah's became sad. Jerry felt sad when she looked at Sarah's. Mr. Sid, let's play threesome, let's go play anywhere, oh the amusement park is a great place to play. The inspector is angry, exhausted. What's with you, Inspector? Asked partner. I'm tired of breathing, I can't even breathe because of the investigation, the inspector started to complain. Sid Orton is a mercenary underground man who mainly works in the E area, known for their skills. Their group is also one of the most powerful mercenary organizations, Kevin's Factory, the inspector thought. Kevin's Factory and the guys are definitely during the war, thinking. She remembered the Viney where the organization fought, there she sat tearful, frightened, then they approached her and gave her a chocolate bar. She was surprised because her uncle is strict and offered a chocolate bar. Don't you love them? The rest like them, in any case, go this way. Said the leader of the gang. In 20 minutes there will be a civilian shelter, the soldiers will protect you, so you will be completely safe until all this is over. I would like to help move your little brother, but if I get out, nothing good will happen, good luck, children. The girl was surprised at her kindness and left. The only one who at that time opposed the Great Underground War, those who are inside something, that is, he is a member of such an organization. In addition, those magicians killed those underground prisoners by poisoning them during transportation. Probably they are if the situation and according to the testimony of witnesses are correct, EO magic poison, and now another guy in masks is the magic of this teleport. Although poison magic is very dangerous, but teleportation is the strongest magic that cannot be defeated, it is a level of power that can destroy the world again. And this mercenary belongs to Kevin's Factory, nothing more, but even such strong magicians are involved. The inspector thought. Wow, arriving at the amusement park, Sarah's and Sid were surprised. Voila, I bought tickets, are you ready to move in? Jerry suggested cheerfully. And really, it really is so much like the abandoned ruins of a real amusement park. Sid answered cheerfully. Jerry grabbed Sid and Sarah's and told them to have fun, and they had a good evening at the amusement park. Rio carried the inspector from the office to the car. You didn't even feel that you were endured, I was still afraid of overworking in recent days, but today my sister tried for 2, so you don't have to worry about your health. Rio thinks. Why are you so nasty? Asked Rio to the inspector. You are my little brother, I try to be the eldest, until yesterday I had a nosebleed, I can't do anything by myself. Answered the inspector. Well, I'm sorry, maybe it's enough to treat me like a child, answered Rio. Sorry, but whatever one may say, you are still the younger and slightly snotty brother, this is your favorite means of absurdity, the safe world of absurdity, answered the inspector. Oh wow, some get off nothing that can stop those legs, excuse me law-abiding citizen. Hi yes, answered the stranger falling on the car. Hey. What is this clothes? Surprised inspector. I'm nervous, you are from the police, you think that I will like it, what should I do with it, but for sure you are our target, lucky for us here, and let's start, kids, let's play. The mercenary answered. It was hard, answered a tired Sid after the conversation. But it was fun, right? Jerry asked. So fun. From the very beginning, I wanted Sarah's to have fun. But even for Sid it was unexpected, you were so sleepy, so I am for you too, Jerry answered. When I was little, I had no reason to have fun, right now I want to brag to Kona, thanks Sid. Yes, the little things I also had fun, Jerry answered. Sarah's suddenly hugged Jerry. It was a lot of fun thanks Jerry. Answered Sarah's. Let's go somewhere together again anytime Sarah's. Sid suggested and the girl didn't mind. Sarah's, shouted a stranger. In this episode, I'm wrapping up the story of the manga. We've covered the key points, characters, and their motivations in detail. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of manga with me. I would like to thank you all for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I'd also love to hear your tips, as they will make my videos better in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.